With a scathing attack on those investigating him over Partygate, Boris Johnson tonight sensationally quit as an MP. A day after it emerged, he received a parliamentary report into whether he misled MPs. The former PM accused the Privileges Committee of driving him out. With one extraordinary swipe after another, he labelled the committee a kangaroo court and claimed he was a victim of a witch hunt. It came just hours after what many thought would be the big talking point of the night, Mr Johnson's resignation honours list from his time in Number 10. That included a string of senior officials who were at the centre of the Partygate scandal and left even once loyal aides seething. Absent from the list was Mr Johnson's ally, Nadine Dorries. She's also quit as an MP. Two resignations which present a new headache for Rishi Sunak and will likely reopen divisions within the Conservative Party.
It is 9 months since Boris Johnson left Downing Street.
This is it, folks. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
And now tonight he's leaving Parliament altogether. His resignation and that of one of his closest allies triggers a crisis for the current Prime Minister, who must now oversee two unwanted by-elections. This week, Boris Johnson received a draft report from MPs investigating whether he deliberately misled Parliament about Downing Street parties in lockdown. In an extraordinary 1,000-word statement, the former Prime Minister accused the Privileges Committee of trying to drive him out of Parliament. Their purpose from the beginning has been to find me guilty, regardless of the facts. This is the very definition of a kangaroo court, he said. I am not alone in thinking that there is a witch hunt underway to take revenge for Brexit and ultimately to reverse the 2016 referendum result. He finished by saying, "It is very sad to be leaving Parliament, at least for now, but above all, I am bewildered and appalled that I can be forced out anti-democratically by a committee chaired and managed by Harriet Harman with such egregious bias." That committee has been investigating Boris Johnson for more than a year.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give for this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
In March, he was questioned by MPs under oath about these pictures of apparent lockdown parties in Downing Street and his statements to Parliament.
I did say, this is complete nonsense. I mean, complete nonsense. I asked the relevant people. They were senior people. They've been working very hard.
One former Johnson aide wasn't surprised he's decided to quit.
Clearly, he's taken the decision partly, I think, because he's able now to avoid a vote of censure in the Commons, which could lead to a by-election, which I suspect he thinks he may well lose. What he's now able to do is to carry on saying, pesky MPs got rid of me, now a committee got rid of me. If only they'd held on, I would have won the next election for the Tories. It's classic Boris.
Earlier today, one of Boris Johnson's most loyal supporters also quit as an MP after she missed out on a place in the House of Lords.
We've had a number of conversations over the last 24 hours, and so yeah, he knows exactly what I'm doing.
Does he understand? Does he approve?
All I'm going to say is that we've had a number of conversations.
Do you think he might stand down if he doesn't get through now?
Again, I literally can't comment on that.
Boris Johnson's resignation honours list did reward several loyal MPs and aides, including his former Home Secretary Priti Patel, former Minister Jacob Rees-Mogg, and his former Private Secretary Martin Reynolds, who invited hundreds of Downing Street staff to a bring-your-own-booze lockdown party.
It doesn't matter who is in charge. The chaos and the corruption continues. The soap opera continues. The people want to have someone who is going to look after them and look after their interests.
Rishi Sunak returned from Washington today with a speech to reassure Red Wall Tory MPs. But tonight, the man who brought him into the cabinet is trying to bring him down on his way out. Harry Horton, News at 10.